All right. All right. I gotta put my socks on because socks. I'm hoping some people jump on today and chat and write with me. I'm also hoping I get to just get a bunch of writing in. No distractions. Distractions. Go back to this one. See what's going on this one. I think I'm on 5. I'm not on 5. I think I'm on 6. 6 is also done. I think I'm on 7. 7 is done. Chapter 8. All right, chapter 8. Further along than I thought I was. Do a little reading. See what the heck I'm even writing here. God, my wife put new bells on the cats. And it's so freaking loud. Come on, spell. Getting some writing in. Getting some writing in. Sorry for all those hand movements. It's very unbecoming. I get it. Bonus, Chad Hoey. Bonus. Getting some of the writing in. You know what I'm saying? In. Oh, I got a pain. I got pain in my side. It's been bothering me all day. It's one of those where I don't know if my appendix needs to come out. I don't know where my appendix really is in my body. It could be just that I gotta go to the bathroom really bad. That could be it. I don't know what's going on. I've gone to the bathroom a couple times today and I feel better for a while, but now it's been like an hour. Now it just feels bad. And I also ate. So, let me write that down. So it's like all of these things, you know, all of them, these things. A big dump solved most of my all of my problems are solved with a good dump. Just makes me feel better. What are you doing today? Anything exciting? Just exciting work. Work, which is better than really anything else you can imagine wanting to do. So good for you. There's Mr. Frank. Let me guess, you're signing off. Everybody, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I will see everybody tomorrow. No, I just jumped in 17 and a half minutes ago, Mr. Frank. You're actually jumping in early. Let me guess, Abe Vigoda is fish. God, I so miss Abe. What a great character he was. I was just letting Chad Hoey know that I got a cramp in my side. It's either my pancreas has exploded. I don't even know where my pancreas is. Or I got to poop really bad. I've gone a couple times already today. Could be all this peach lemonade I've been drinking the last day or two. Just flushes your system. Peach lemonade. No. I went to Peach World. Me and Chili went to Peach World on Sunday. And they had peach lemonade. Like from the farm peach lemonade. Like a gallon of it. A gallon of it, $19.99. I didn't realize how much it was at first, but you know, I'm worth it. But you got to drink it within like 2-3 days because there's no artificial anything in it. It's literally like lemons and peaches and water and sugar. Like that's it. So, excuse me. Chad Hoey wants to know, did you get the book formatted and submitted on time? I did. Great question. So I got off Twitch yesterday as soon as Mr. Frank was on. I'm like, I'm done. I can't deal with this guy. No, actually, I was getting off when Frank was coming on. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this book together right now. I am gonna format this bitch right now. And I already know like what I'm doing, and it's only the ebook. I didn't have to worry about the paperback, which is a lot more work. And so I took basically I had converted it to just a regular Word doc. Then I dumped it over, and then I took from book 11 all the front material and just changed things, and then all the back material and just changed a couple things. And I just basically just put it all in, and it was literally, I think by like 2:30 I was done. It took me like maybe 45 minutes of just straight work, but I was also doing emails at the same time. So that was kind of neat. It was done. I was like, I'll learn nothing from this, but I finished on time. And then I went and I read more of my Goodfellas book, took a little nap, got up 4:30, and 5 o'clock had a really good interview, which will go live on Friday. And I try to space out being interviewed, figuring that within like 1 or 2 weeks, the interview will go live. And then they don't. A lot of them are like, so I had 2 interviews me and Tom did that dropped last week within like a day of each other, even though they were recorded like with 2 weeks apart. And I have another interview that I recorded like before Christmas, and they have no idea when that one's coming out. But then I recorded that one last night, and she's like, Friday it will be out. I'm like, perfect. So that was good. I don't think I have any more interviews coming up though. No. So I'm gonna have to set up another couple of interviews or that Goodfellas book good. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's got a lot of great information on it. It's got a lot of uh, Marty Scorsese kissing his ass. What a wonderful director he is. The guy who wrote it is a reporter, and he's like a movie geek. So it's like you're talking about specific scenes and film technology and stuff. He kind of gets lost in the weeds a couple times, but overall, a lot of this stuff is really good. A lot of the Ray Liotta, De Niro, Pesci, especially the stuff where they talk about when they walk through the Copa, that one steady shot through the kitchen, all that. They talk about the setup and all the different things that are part of that in the background and stuff. That was interesting. That first scene in Goodfellas where they walk through the bar and you're introduced to all these characters. A lot of them are actual mobsters. But they kind of tell you who each person was, either an actor or whatever. So it's a lot of interesting facts, a lot of cool stuff. But then you get like 75% through the book, and then so far it's just been like interviews with people like after the fact. So I'm hoping there's something good in here. We're not just going to rehash for 25% of the book. I'm reading the ebook. That gotta go pick up the papers. Yeah, so like that guy just kept flubbing his lines, and so they made him that character. So it's like just little stuff like that, which is cool. Do they acknowledge good feathers at all? Maybe. Scorsese smokes weed. No, he's too busy womanizing. Apparently, he was banging somebody who was working on Goodfellas while he was still married to his wife. And then he ended up doing the next 2 or 3 pictures still working with his wife before they finally had a falling out. So it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. It's about a 4.5 stars right now, based on what I think it's going to be a bunch of filler interviews at the end, and unless there's some good things going on there, but still good. But I also picked up the 5th book of the Andrew Main Underwater Investigation Unit book. Dropped today. It's a thriller series that I love. That new one came out. I'll move over Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, they talk about Harvey Weinstein in there, obviously, and a lot of Leonardo DiCaprio stuff because of all the movies they did together. I think, but it's interesting. It's an interesting book. I would recommend it. Does this oxygen tank run out a lot? I'm not sure. I haven't gotten to that part yet. But all good stuff. So I'm also waiting because my Out of the Park Baseball 25 drops today. I did a pre-order on it, and I'm waiting for the okay to say, hey, you're live, so come and play before anybody else. I think it actually drops on the 15th, so I get like three bonus days. I just checked my email. It's not there yet. As soon as it is, I'm like, oh, done writing. The rest of my afternoon will be spent doing that. So my wife comes home and makes us tacos, I believe, tonight. She's going to make tacos. So, and then I think, I got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday she will be at her mother's for like 3 or more weeks. So I will hopefully see her here and there. Should all be interesting. I was disappointed in the new Taco Bell menu item. What is the new menu item? I didn't know they had a new menu item. You have your ear to the industry. I don't. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then somebody's like, hey, did you see the McRib is here? I'm like, I didn't even know they brought their McRib back. And then they're like, yeah, and then it's seasonal, so McDonald's just canceled it. I'm like, I don't eat McRib, so I don't really care. I forgot what abomination they call it, but it's like a fried chicken empanada. That's a hit or miss item right there. I never ever leave the house usually, and if we're going to do stuff like that, like my wife automatically knows what my order is for every single place. So it's like she doesn't even ask. She's like, basically, she's like, I'm working late and I'm gonna pick up Taco Bell. I'm like, sounds good. That's it. She gives me the number 7. It's either chicken or steak quesadilla. She picks with and comes with a soft taco on the side. Then I get 2 more soft tacos and a bean burrito. That's my order. It costs like $4 and really should be like a 99-cent menu item. That means if it's $4, that means they're not planning on keeping it. If it was something they were going to keep, they would make it 99 cents. And then everybody would be like, this is freaking awesome. I'm going to buy these every day of my life. And then it's suddenly, at some point, it's $4. And you're like, you're hooked. So, they're just like, we got all these chickens. We got all these dead chickens. What do we do with them? Let's make an empanada. Oh, okay. Well, that'll work. That's what happened there. Do you like to try different things, Frank, or do you have set orders for places? Like when you go to Taco Bell, do you automatically know what your order is? Triple double crunch wrap supremes all day. All right. You know me, I don't eat sour cream. I don't eat any condiments at all. Don't put guacamole on shit. So I don't order any of the super fancy stuff because it just means there's more sour cream and garbage on it that I'm not going to eat. And that's why I just eat soft tacos because there's no sour cream on them. There's just lettuce and meat. Which is delicious. I can eat 100 of them. That's the problem. I'm just gonna crunch wrap in a burrito, but I'll switch up which burrito I get. Living La Vida Loca on that. Living La Vida Taco. Every now and then there'll be something new. Is the crunch wrap, is that the thing that's like it's like folded like a pentagon? My wife got me one of those one time, and I thought it was all right. I think a breakfast one too. I think I got a breakfast one. Yeah, those are good. She's just normally like, you're not gonna try anything new. Every now and then she'll have something that she'll be like, hey, try this. This is good. There's no sour cream in this. Pentarito. But yeah, all my orders are pretty much, she knows what every order is going to be at every place. Unless I say, like, she'll be like, oh, I'm going to Arby's. And I'm like, just get me a chicken slider, a roast beef slider, and I don't even know what the other one. And their jalapeno poppers, because they are not hot at all. And that's my order. And then every now and then she'll go, I'm going to go to Arby's. And I'll go, I would like a fish sandwich. And I get 2 of their fish sandwiches when they're in. Arby's is tough, but the sliders are good. They used to have like 8 or 9 different ones, and then they got rid of a bunch of them. But I'm a big fan of the chicken slider and the roast beef slider. But again, there's nothing on them. You know what I mean? You got to put your own Arby's sauce or whatever, which I will never do. But I'll get 4 of those. That's the thing. And then the poppers. You will probably not like the poppers because they are not hot at all. There's nothing to them, which is what I love. As opposed when I order, what do I order? Domino's or Papa John? Maybe Papa John's. I get their jalapeno bites, and to me they are very hot. Again, to you, you would laugh it off, but they are hot. Like my eyes water when I eat those. And I'm like, I'm not really enjoying these because I pop all of them in my mouth, and then my mouth is numb for an hour. Wendy's, I do 4 junior bacon cheeseburgers plain. Burger King, we don't really go to a lot. Burger King, I get indigestion. And Shelly grew up, her mother did not like McDonald's, so whenever they would get it, it would always be Burger King. And so she's not a big, huge fan of Burger King. I get their bacon double cheeseburgers. I'll get like 3 of those. I don't know what else there even. I don't know what other places there are. Those are pretty much my orders. Yeah, my side is hurting. Hmm. White Castle is 5 jalapeno cheese sliders and clam strips. We were talking about that clam strips thing the other day when we went that time with you, because I hadn't been in White Castle in forever, and I just always talked about the burgers, and Shelly had never been really. And when you said I want to get clam strips, she laughed because she thought you were joking around, but you actually get clam strips there. I've never had their clam strips. I just always buy a case of cheeseburgers plain, which I think is good. Crap load of those. You gotta eat White Castle like when you're there. Same with Crystal down here. Crystals are worse. Bread is worse. But I remember my father-in-law was like, "Oh, Crystal ain't as good as it used to be." We bought a bunch of them, and then we got home and we sat down to eat. And Shelly's like, "Why would you drive all the way from Crystal to home to eat them? Like then they're hard. You know they're steam in the buns, and now they're gross. You literally got to eat them in the parking lot." You get on a main road, and those Crystal Burgers are already bad. I'll order the 10, and I'm literally just popping them in my mouth as I'm driving down the road because you just got to eat them as quick as possible. No, they're good. They're not White Castle, but White Castle is all the way in Orlando. That's the closest one to us. So not much you can do. Not much you can do there. But never had a Christmas. You're not missing much, my friend. You're not missing much. Again, it's the poor man's White Castle. Looks of the food is exact. Taste, burgers are all right. It's the bun though that's the big thing. Even Shelly admits, and she grew up on Crystal, never had White Castle until she met me. The girls keep trying to get me to drive to Philadelphia for Raising Cane's chicken. It's all right. We obviously have them down here. They're okay. They're not great. It's fast food chicken. That's brave of her to admit. Yeah, it's definitely the Crystal that we would go to all the time was awful, and it's like they used old bread or something. It just wasn't good, and then they leveled the building and rebuilt it, and then for a while it was really good again, and now it's back to not really all that great. So if we want Crystal, we got to drive even further away, which means she can't bring Crystal home with her. She can't bring those burgers home because then who the hell wants to eat that? But yeah, yeah. Raising Cane's is fast food chicken. I mean, there's not. It's not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. Ever have Shake Shack? Yes, they're starting to open up a lot of them in Jersey or on Jersey, as the case may dictate. Yeah, again, pretty good. It's an expensive burger. Like M Shack, or there's Shake Shack, there's M Shack, there's Epic Burger. There's like 47 different burger places, and they all have the same thing in common. They are all super expensive. Everybody's bitching about Five Guys being way too expensive. I think it's a good burger. Oh, and on the turnpike, there's a Buc-ee's billboard that has the U-turn symbol. It says like 526 miles. Worth turning around for. That's funny. 526 miles. Pretty soon you'll have 47 Buc-ee's on the Parkway and the Turnpike. So everybody thinks that Buc-ee's hinting they'll be coming to Jersey soon. I would imagine they are. They got a smart way of doing it because they buy land off an exit in the middle of nowhere, because then they can build like this 500-acre thing, and then basically nobody's around them and everybody stops. It's kind of lost its appeal for me because we used to not have them here. They were not in Florida, except if you go. Actually, I think that was Panhandle, but I don't think it was in Florida. I think it was like right over the border in Alabama. There was one when we would go to Biloxi for a weekend, and so we would always stop and get gas, and then hang out for like an hour, get a couple of sandwiches, buy random things, some clothes. That means I'll have to drive to exit 2 for Buc-ee's. Is there Sheets in Jersey? Oh yeah, Sheets. We have them here. We have a lot of Wawa here now. Jacksonville is filthy with Wawa. But I don't think I've gone in and eaten anything. My daughter was like, "Oh, I've got a sandwich from Wawa. You ever have one of those?" I'm like, "Moron, you were born in New Jersey." I was born in New Jersey. You think I never had Wawa? I think they're only in PA. Sheets? Sheets with a Z, like an 80s glam band? I stopped at shirts a few times. Sheets. It's like a fake Wawa. Yeah. I don't know if we have them here. I know what Sheets is. Look that shit up. Sheets near me. Oh yeah, we have them. This question is, are Wawa and Sheets the same? They have more similarities and they are currently battling. Yeah, we have a bunch of Sheets gas stations here. I thought we did. I don't know. I don't pay attention. Got my download links. Yes! I'll be playing my baseball game. Royal Farms is trying to move into Jersey. I don't know what Royal Farms is. Ms. Frank says they stopped at a Sheets in Maryland coming back from Scares once and it had a humongous semi-trailer drive-through. Kind of neat. Did you drive your semi-trailer through? Chad Hoey. He's Team Sheets. Firmly Team Sheets. It's funny. All right, I'm going to finish this chapter. I just got to get to a little bit onto the next page and I am done. I judge a convenience store by its coffee, and I prefer Wawa over Sheets. There you go. All right, chapter done. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts me deep. All right, I'm wrapping this up because I'm going to go play my baseball game. I will definitely be on tomorrow, and we will talk about convenience stores and Taco Bell some more, perhaps. Reminder everybody to subscribe. Use your Twitch Prime or however you want to do it. I appreciate it. And also, follow me on YouTube. And now you can watch these over there as well. Not live, but you can watch them over there. Subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you, Chad Hoey. Thank you, Mr. Frank. And I will hopefully see both of you tomorrow.